So thinking of something you want to work on. So it might be something that's arising in your body, might be a tension, maybe like tight shoulders or something like that, or it might be more of a mental, emotional thing, like anxiety around, I don't know, going to school, going to uni, going to the new job, whatever. And you really sort of try and feel whatever's going on as much as you can, and you try and give it as much content and sort of texture as possible. So let's say it is anxiety about going to a new job. Just take a few breaths and just feel where you're feeling that anxiety. So maybe you feel it here, maybe you feel it in your stomach. Maybe it's quite an uncomfortable sensation of tightening or feeling a bit sick. And then try and give it as much as sort of metaphorical language as possible. So it could be like, I've got butterflies in my stomach, I feel sick. And then you can even though it sounds quite abstract, but what's lovely about the subconscious mind is it works very much with the sort of metaphors, the pictures and the abstract. So you then give it maybe a colour or a texture or a shape or a size. And then you can also give it a number. So let's say it's really at its worst, it would be at a 10, all the way down to 0. So maybe it's between 0 and 10. So let's pretend it is at its worst. So it's a 10, it's a tightening, it's butterflies, it's sick, sickening, it's yellow, it's this big, it's bigger than my hand. It's a kind of ovally ball that I'm feeling here, but I'm also perhaps feeling in my head because my mind is racing. So you can make those notes and you jot those notes down, and then you start to repeat the words with the tapping. So we're working on meridian points around the body. So we start, and there's different ways of doing it. This is the way I do it, but I've seen other practitioners do it in a slightly different order. But as long as you sort of work the system, it's fine. So you'd say, even though I feel this feeling of anxiety in my stomach, that's like a big yellow ball. It's tight. It's like butterflies. It makes me feel sick and it makes my head spin. But I love and accept myself anyway. And then you go to the top of the head. So even though I have this feeling that's a number 10, it's really bad. It's interrupting my day. It's anxiety. It feels like butterflies, like a big yellow blob. Makes my head spin, makes me feel sick. But I love and accept myself just as I am. And then you move to the corner of the eye. So even though it's at a 10, feels really big today, this anxiety, these butterflies, makes me feel sick, makes me feel tight, makes me feel spinny. I love and accept myself just as I am. And then to the inside of the sort of bridge of the nose and the eyebrow, that even though this sensation is there for me today and it's at a 10, it's at its worst, it's interrupting my day, making my head spin, making me feel sick, like a big yellow blob around my tummy, but I love and accept myself just as I am. Big yellow blob, tightening, spinning, feeling sick, butterflies of anxiety, but I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself just as I am, because I know that this is energy and energy is moving, and I can breathe. I can breathe. I can breathe through this. And I love myself just as I am. I love and accept myself just as I am. I love and accept myself just as I am. And then there's one last one underneath the arm. I love and accept myself just as I am.